Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on when you're hearing this. This is Rich, the antisocial socialite, bringing you another podcast topic. And today we will be talking about money versus morals. Is it possible to make good money in a world with no morals? Or having morals will take away from you being able to make good money? So, I thought about this subject when I watched recently I'm not going to timestamp, but a while ago I watched a basketball player talk about the LGBTQ, the alphabet community, in regards to how the NBA seems to want to cater to them, and if he feels that he doesn't want to do such, and I'm not talking verbatim, but in the event that he does not want to deal with it, what is the repercussions, and for him speaking up against it? Well, it seems that he was cut. And then they started bringing up past transgressions of what he did before, I guess he changed his life to God. And it seems that whenever people want to do better, their past is always brought up. And in his case, they brought up transgressions of arguments with his wife, possible domestic violence issues with his wife, and so forth. But the problem was, what did he say that was actually incorrect? Because I was listening to another podcast, which I won't state the name of them because they don't need no publicity from me, in which some people in the podcast was basically talking about how, because this young man was using his religion as a background for spewing hate, and that what brings to the point is, everybody likes to quote the Bible until it doesn't work out for them. And in this case, it is spoken in the Bible about homophobia and how it's not supposed to be done. Just like it's spoken about how not to steal, not to harm older people. And even if it's not in the Bible, we live in a world where people say that pedophilia is bad, which we all agree upon that. However, that's one thing that is agreed upon for at least 90% of the world. But when you speak about a man being with a man and a woman being with a woman, because it's not really considered taboo in this world because of the fact that this world has no type of morals anymore. And when you speak up on it, then you become I don't want to say a martyr, but you become this individual who does not have the ability to open to your eyes to allowing people to live this alternative lifestyle, which is not necessarily the way that you're supposed to be living. But once again, when the Bible doesn't suit what people are looking for, then that's when it becomes an issue. So, do I feel that what this young man spoke of was incorrect? No, I do not. However, people say that because he worked in a business, he should have kept his mouth shut. And that's what happens, because we're supposed to live in a country of free speech. Now, a lot of people say free speech does not mean that you are not in consequences of what happens after free speech. But that's neither here nor there. What exactly did he say wrong? Because whenever people talk about people of color, they just throw money at the problem and say, oh, he really didn't mean it. But because the LGBT community, I know there's more letters to that, is supporting the NBA, and that's a big conglomerate as far as how money is spent. That's why they're trying to back them up. Now, if the world was able to back up people of color, mainly black people, the same way that they back up the Jews and the gay community, then I would say, hey, that's understandable. But because somebody chose to speak up on what he feels is right, does not mean that he needs to be condemned. And that seems to be the issue, that he was condemned for the way that he was thinking. And that's why he is without a job. And he said that he truly believes in God. And those who really do believe in God know that he will be taken care of. Because this world belongs to the one that is wicked. And that is Satan. And whatever whenever you choose to read the Bible or not, that literally says that this world belongs to the wicked one. So when you are righteous and you speak up, there are going to be times where you are looked at as the oddball, or basically the oddball. I know there's different words that you can use with that. But what I'm actually bringing up is the fact that, why is this man being crucified for speaking his truth on a subject that many people do believe in as well, but will not speak up on it for the fear of losing a job? And if so, what are true Christians? Because like I said in the other podcast, they were like, oh yeah, I'm a Christian and, I just believe in, free love and so forth. But that's not the way that the Bible is supposed to speak. But once again, when the Bible suits you, you're quick to quote the Bible and live within the Bible. So whoever hears this, I would like to know your thoughts and the fact that, are you able to have morals and make money, or trying to be an upstanding citizen in the world is taken away from being able to make good money? Because even I heard a certain popular rapper say that he never stepped on people to make it to the top. However, there are plenty of stories of people speaking about how he stole their songs, even hoodwinked them from not even being able to get their royalties from the song. But that's neither here nor there. And I just would like to know your thoughts. I know this may come off as super quick, but once again, I just want to say thank you for those who are listening. And till then, be safe. Each one teach one. Y'all take care. Later. Peace.